Zombie Stardust. Number 272, A Natural Disaster. Number 77, Salam Shady. Number 777, Blood Red Rose. Number 86, Predatory. And number 9, Squirrel Stalker.
And for the Emerald City Junior Gems Reservoir Dolls, we've got number 00, Death Wish. Number 111, Ambassador. Number 14, Gory, Gory, Hallelujah. Number 314, Speedy Peaches. Number 33, Slam Shady. Number 44, Tipsy Terror. Number 47, Maximum Chaos. Number 615, Little Boomerang. And her sister, number 64, Mad Smacks. Number 76, Mally Boomer. Number 83, Pomegranate. Number 84, Misfit. Number 05, Wild Rose. And number 19, Sour Skittles.
And of course, remember, you can purchase shout-outs for only $1 if you go over to the Thrive vendor booth. You'll be able to say just about anything you want. And also, be sure to get your raffle tickets. Some awesome prizes up for grabs, and they go to a good cause. Grab your raffle tickets.
Did you know that the raffle tickets and the shout-outs are like right across from each other, so you really could go and do both?
It's like one-stop shopping.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Looks like we'll be getting started in just a moment here. Bullet Brains and I have a little bit of history with this Emerald City Junior Gems team. I believe we have been announcing for them for, 4 years or so.
4, 5, 700. Who's counting?
Whatever. It's been a while, though.
These kids are really old.
I want to congratulate their adult league counterpart, Emerald City Roller Girls, on their big win over Humbolt Roller Derby. So this is like the junior version of what we just saw over on track 1. Let's see what they can do today. Of course, Redwood Saplings taking a tough match against the Santa Cruz Grom Shells earlier today. Let's see what they got for this bout. And I want to give a special shout out to Cinnamon Roll, who couldn't be here this weekend because of an injury. So Cinnamon Roll, your friends and your family and your teammates love you. Best wishes to you to heal up of that broken leg.
I'm really excited to see this matchup. The adult leagues, Humboldt and Emerald City, have been playing against each other for time immemorial. And it's always been a back and forth, wins on either side throughout the years. So I'm really excited to see how the juniors do, and I hope that they play a bunch.
Yeah, it's like a friendly sisterhood. Emerald goes down, Humboldt comes up. The last time the two adult leagues played was in 2012, where Humboldt came out with a 2-point win, and today, of course, Emerald City prevailing. And it looks like we're about to get started here, taking the star for the Redwood Saplings, number 272, A Natural Disaster.
Going up against number 33, Slam Shady.
Well, it looks
for
like
the Emerald City Junior Gems.
Lots of fans from Humboldt. Humboldt, let's hear it for the Redwood Saplings. And of course, let's not forget the hometown lover dolls, Reservoir Dolls. Let's hear it. Emerald City Junior Gems fans, where you at? Wearing the star for the Emerald City Junior Gems, it's the real Slam Shady. Eh? I asked the coaches for some advice and what we can expect from this Reservoir Dolls today, but Mama Skatrix, all she said was, they're awesome and I love them so much. And as the officials are just making sure they have all their dotting the I's, crossing their T's. Of course, tonight there is a Big O skate park tour hosted by friends and family of the Big O. So that's going to be tonight, Saturday, May 3rd at 9 p.m. Not an official Big O event, but this is hosted by a local park skater, Mr. Leon West. So join us. It's fun for the whole family. You can check it out. Support anyone who has the nerve to take on the world's largest outdoor covered skate park.
Well, there's a big flat area, too. I heard that there might be a scrimmage.
What?
Uh-huh.
That would be awesome.
So bring your black and white shirt if you're interested. And if there isn't, then it'll just be a lot of fun. And it looks like we're about to start this.
All right, and they're off with the Emerald City taking the front wall. Saplings held up in the back there. The real Slam Shady gets pushed back by number 86, Predatory.
Meanwhile, Natural Disaster is having a hard time against that front wall. And finally, we do have a lead jammer, number 33, Slam Shady.
One skater in the box, so we got a 4-3 pack advantage for Humboldt at this time as Slam Shady goes on her first scoring pass. As they come around, she's got one more to beat. She is lead jammer. Coach Rex says call off that jam, and they do. 4 points on the board for the Reservoir Dolls.
Jamming for the Saplings, we've got number 131, Be Crazy, up against number 14, Gory Gory Hallelujah for the Reservoir Dolls.
All right, Be Crazy taking the outside line as she works her way in. Up the inside line, Emerald City pushing them forward. They're gonna be out of place, so lead jammer goes to the junior gems. Glory, glory, hallelujah. And also, that's the lead jammer.
Yep. We do have Death Wish making her way to the penalty box. So far, the Saplings have been playing extremely clean. I said that a little too soon because Be Crazy was on her way to the box, making it a power jam for the Reservoir Dolls. And Gory Gory makes it through for 5 points. With only 2 blockers on the track, though, she is working hard for those points.
Humboldt doing a good job walling up front, now bridging forward, but as she is pushing 20 feet out, she is through for another 5-point grand slam, but not before Be Crazy re-enters that track, wisely calling off that jam. 0-0 on that last pass. That's gonna leave Emerald City up 14-0. Still plenty of time left in this first half, 27 remaining. Humboldt Slam Shady wearing the star. She goes up against Sour Skittles. 4-3 pack advantage for Humboldt as they take the jammer line back wall. Sour Skittles pushing up the outside. She gets forced out. Humboldt Slam Shady is through. She's got one more to beat. Lead jammer goes to Humboldt Slam Shady. Out of play call. She is lead. She gets recycled. She recycles herself to the rear of the pack. She does retain lead jammer status. However, Sour Skittles is now on her scoring pass. And she calls that jam off. 2 points awarded to the Reservoir Dolls.
We've got number 19, Anarchy, going up against Death Wish, number 00.
Pretty heavy penalized game so far. 3-3 pack. Death Wish changing her starting position. Anarchy starting up there.
And it looks like the Reservoir Dolls have been favoring that front wall.
Well, it's working for them as Speedy Peaches gets that force out, pulls her straight back that 20 feet. As Death Wish begins her first scoring pass around the outside. That's 5 in the sky for the Reservoir Dolls.
Well, we've got a pile up over there between turns 1 and 2.
Wow, there was a jammer on the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, that was quite a lot of girls on top of her.
So I got 5 more points for Death Wish as Speedy Peaches makes her way to the penalty box, or excuse me, bottom granite.
Nope, Death Wish is jamming and she's making it around for another 5-point pass.
Looks like we got a spill here. That jam will be called off. EMT is going to take a look at Anarchy here. She's up on her feet. Let's hear it for Anarchy. That jam was called off for injury. So we hope she's okay, but she will not be able to play at least the next 3 jams. And of course, thank you kindly to all our EMTs for being here. Your services are obviously much appreciated.
We've got Little Boomerang on the track for the Reservoir Dolls.
Hi, Little Boomerang.
Going up against Natural Disaster from the Saplings.
Really hard to spot her on the track, I think. She should try wearing bright colors. Natural Disaster, again, choosing to start on the outside as she pushes through, but Mally Boomer's there. And up the inside line, lead jammer going to Humboldt. Natural Disaster wisely choosing to call off that jam. No damage done. And that will leave 1 blocker in the penalty box for the Reservoir Dolls. So Humboldt will start out with a 4-3 pack advantage. Glory, Glory, Hallelujah takes the jammer line up against 777 Blood Red Roses. Blood Red Roses having a little trouble behind Maximum Chaos. She'll still be working her way there. Gory, Gory, Hallelujah gets a trip to the penalty box for a back block.
Oh, we've got a star pass. Number 12, Slammer Head Shark is now going to take on that star and work her way with that reservoir wall in the front.
As she pushes forward, a multiplayer penalty call is assessed. That blocker going to the penalty box frees up some space, and she has now completed her initial pass. So Slammer Head Shark now beginning to score points for Humboldt. Let's see if they can draw some blood. Get it? Shark, blood, bite.
I got it.
Speedy Peaches. Bomba Granite just doing a heck of a job on the outside there, but Slammer Head Shark able to get through. First 5 points on the board for Humboldt Redwood Saplings.
And there is no lead jammer. This is going to go the full 2 minutes, but we're already pretty far through that.
Gory Gory puts up 4 points of her own as she escapes from the penalty box. Slammer Head Shark taking a beating from Bomba Granite. Gory Gory gets pushed up the inside of that apex and she gets forced back, way back. Saplings reset and the rear wall ready to play some defense. The Reservoir Dolls again choosing to take that front wall. Gory Gory able to swing around. 1 more to beat. She makes it. That's 4 more points for the Reservoir Dolls. 1 more for your Redwood Saplings.
That leaves our score at 10 for Humboldt against 39 for Emerald City. Even with the 30-second penalties, that's still one jam could change this game.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Be Crazy jamming for Humboldt up against Death Wish. We have a full pack for both teams, and Death Wish is the first one out. She's a lead jammer. Be Crazy working her way past two fierce reservoir blockers. She makes her way through. On turn 2, there is the action. Death Wish gets forced to the outside. Again, Sapling's making hard work of that. They recycle to the front, but she is through for 4 points. Very hard fought 4 points, and she calls off that jam. 1 point awarded to Humboldt. Again, so far, overall, for this bout, Humboldt choosing to take the rear wall, and Reservoir Dolls taking that front wall, really slowing down the pack pace. Reservoir Dolls being a little bit more active here, playing some offense, making it happen, and that's why we have a score currently of 43-11.
And as you said, they're keeping it real slow, but they aren't completely stopping. They are definitely getting some great action in there.
Natural Disaster now on her first point scoring pass as the Reservoir Dolls make their way through a front wall, a little boomerang playing some defense. That's going to be 4 more points for Emerald City.
And we've got Sour Skittles taking the line for the Reservoir Dolls.
Malice in Chains wearing the star for the Redwood Saplings. Still a clear penalty box. Reservoir Dolls taking that front wall.
And Sour Skittles actually comes from a whole Derby family. Her dad does does the LCC, and her mom's on the Andromedals. And her brother actually skates as well on the junior team.
And she's also lead jammer. She does it all. Malice in Chains working her way through still with fantastic blocking from Speedy Peaches. No, Pomegranate, excuse me. And they call off that jam wisely, preventing Humboldt from putting more points up on the board. Both teams already having played a game each today. Reservoir Dolls played the Seattle Derby Brats this morning. Redwood Saplings having played the Santa Cruz Gromshells not too long ago.
And it looks like we've got an official review called, or a timeout for Redwood Saplings.
We'd like to thank 101.5 K-Fly, Oregon's Real Rock, for sponsoring the Big O tournament. Thank you, 101.5 K-Fly. All right, this is an official review.
Apparently the Humboldt coaches had something they wanted the refs to take a look at. If we find out what it is, we will tell you as well. You wanna tell us?
I'd also like to thank Recyco, aka Carolyn Stein, of course. The Big O is actually a certified environmentally and socially responsible event. All of our paper plates and everything are compostable. We're a green event, so thank you for recycling. We appreciate it. This is Eugene, after all. And of course, this is a Humboldt official review. .5 minutes remaining in the first half. Emerald City leading Humboldt Saplings 52-11. Ton of time left on that clock. Humboldt and Emerald City just hanging out on that back jammer line. It's nice camaraderie.
So the official review was over what was it? Yeah. A forearm to the back, a back block, to push down one of the blockers from the jammer. We decided it was not a forearm. The forearm did not cause the blocker to go down.
So just to review, the reason that the white team called the official review was to, they saw a particular block that they thought should maybe garner a penalty. It was a forearm to the back, and the refs reviewed that and decided it didn't have enough impact to call the penalty.
So the no call stands.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, little boomerang. Lead jammer for the Reservoir Dolls. She's up against Humboldt's Sam Shady. And she gets recycled to the rear of the pack. She is still on her initial pass, and that's going to be 5 points for Reservoir Dolls.
Speedy Peaches giving a hard time to the jammer there.
And that's what you call textbook blocking by Speedy Peaches, getting that force out. She did pick up a penalty on that. She did a really good job of just delivering that jammer to the line. We have a helmet cover pass again to Slammerhead Shark, who was very successful last time. Boomerang sees that, calls it off. Now it's 4 more points. Really effective use of the helmet passes by Humboldt. I did notice in their last game against Santa Cruz, if they weren't effective in the first pass or two by the opposing team, they would hand over that helmet cover, and that seems to be working for them, because when they do that and they get somebody out, they're putting pressure on the other team to call off that jam, and so that really limits the bleeding. Right now, score of 11-66. Still 17 minutes left in this first half. Lead jammer going to Reservoir Dolls' own Slam Shady.
Actually, lead jammer is Natural Disaster, number 272 of the Redwood Saplings. Slam Shady did make it out of the pack first, though, and has scored 4 points. So it's Natural Disaster, and she calls off the jam. Mally Boomer taking the star. I believe that's the first time this bout. Up against number 17, Malice and Chains for Humboldt.
Humboldt again opting for the back line. They're both down a blocker each, so 3-3 pack.
Mally Boomer making her way straight up the middle.
Pushes through right on the legal blocking zone, legal target zone, I should say, on the shoulder, and swings right through. Now on her scoring pass, manages to keep up on that 1 foot around turn 2. That's going to be 5 points. And that's number 76, Mally Boomer. Malice and Chains getting forced out to the inside, safely exiting the track without pulling any penalties. Oh, hard-hitting action on the outside. She's going to make her way through one more to beat. And she shakes that off. No big deal. Now on her first scoring pass, Mally Boomer on the outside line, tiptoeing away, looking to her coach. Yes, honey, it's okay to call off the jam, and she does.
Sour Skittles on the line again for Emerald City against number 777, Blood Red Roses.
Blood Red Roses. Full contingent on the track, 5 and 5 this time. Reservoir Dolls on the back line being pinched back by the Redwood Saplings. Sour Skittles, lead jammer. We have a forearm penalty, unfortunately called on Blood Red Roses. This is the first power jam of the game for Reservoir Dolls. Second, just kidding. Sour Skittles putting up her first 5 points. Reservoir Dolls holding back, slowing down the pace of the pack. They must, there we go. Out of play call. Outside of 20 feet by Humboldt. Not looking good. This is not a great situation for them. Let's see what they can do to kill this power jam. So far, so good. That's number 21, Zombie Stardust, with a fantastic hit, blocking her out.
And Sour Skittles goes down from another great hit from Slammerhead Shark there.
Zombie Stardust just has her number. Looking to see where the other jammer is. She wants all those points so bad she can taste it. She gets them.
And Blood Red Roses is back in, struggling against that four-wall of Reservoir Dolls in the back.
There is no pack, though. Something's got to give. Sour Skittles puts up 5 more points for the Reservoir Dolls and calls off that jam. Boy, the Reservoir Dolls coaches, they're so hard on those girls. They're just screaming at them things like, I really appreciate the things that you do for this team, and really good job out there. I really like what I'm seeing.
I know, it's hard to watch and hear those things coming from a coach's mouth. All right, Mad Smack's on the line for the Reservoir Dolls. Natural Disaster. Picking her way through that pack.
Strong defense by Humboldt, number 101.
Natural Disaster getting lead jammer again.
A wise call off. Matt Smacks is right on her. Score still stands at 15 to more than 15 in favor of the Emerald City Reservoir Dolls. Number 131, Be Crazy, on the line for Humboldt. Going up against number 47, Maximum Chaos. Be Crazy starting on the outside. Chaos takes the inside line. Predatory with some great blocking there and eventually earns that cut track penalty. This is a great opportunity for the Redwood Saplings to take advantage. Saplings opting to play a passive game in back, keeps that nice and slow, maximizing this opportunity.
Lead jammer for Be Crazy. We got number 86 working on some offense up there at the front, helping Be Crazy get through and get 5 points for the Redwood Saplings.
That's a grand slam. She's just saying hello to the fans, dusting herself off. We're ready to put some more points on the board. Let's lead jammer, Be Crazy. Fantastic blocking up front by the Reservoir Dolls. Lots of lateral movement. Maximum Chaos out of the box, now having completed her initial pass. Be Crazy again. Smart call-offs by Humboldt just to prevent any additional bleeding. That's going to pull them up. That's 10 more points for the Redwood Saplings, taking them to 25.
remember, are there any Humboldt fans here?
Boy, that drive through the redwoods up the 101 to Eugene must have been so ugly on a sunny day. Really sorry you had to deal with that. And lead jammer, that's number 272, once again, natural disaster.
Oh, and it's another power jam for Humboldt.
That's 5 in the sky, really feeling out what they need to do on this track. Momentum shift in favor of Humboldt. Natural disaster now again on another scoring pass.
Fighting her way through that inside line. She gets out and another 5 points for Humboldt.
Pomegranate holding that inside line despite strong offense by 86th Predatory. On her feet, inbounds, no cut track. She's looking good. That's 5 more points for Humboldt. And at the conclusion of that jam, they have again increased their score by 15 more points from 25 to 40. Emerald City going scoreless in the last 2 jams. Let's hear it for the Humboldt Redwood Saplings.
Wait a minute, now are there any Reservoir Dolls fans out there?
Right on.
We've got Misfit number 84 on the line going up against Malice in Chains.
Casa Dilemma there on the force out. Zombie Stardust running her back. Misfit again pushing forward, very powerful. She steps in. No pass, no penalty. She does not get a cut track, but she also does not get the lead jammer.
Means it's possible that.
Wow, nice force out. Recycled all the way to the rear of the pack by Speedy Peaches and friends. Lead jam status still not awarded, but that is 5 points. That's a natural grand slam. And she's just gonna make her way through. I love when blockers jam.
We've got to pile up outside the boundaries there.
Predatory, having stayed upright and in play, will have to recycle all the way behind Predatory. Helmet pass again to Zombie Stardust. Looks like we may have had an illegal procedure. All right, a little bit of miscommunication here. Illegal star pass. And some miscommunication from Stardust to Jam Ref.
It looks like there was some confusion there.
The original jammer has to retain.
Illegal procedure with it. And so she had to take it back and sit in the box as a jammer.
I'm just not sure. We'll get some
confused as
clarification on that. She definitely needed the helmet cover. Meanwhile, Misfit putting 5 more points up on the board, and we've reached the natural conclusion of that jam, I believe.
With 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half, we've got the score at 123 for the Emerald City Reservoir Dolls against 40 points for Humboldt Saplings.
Humboldt really finding their feet in the last 10, 15 minutes or so. Definitely be able to close that gap. Pomegranate taking the hat for Reservoir Dolls. Pushes her way forward. She's the lead jammer. Malice in Chains in the penalty box, of course, starting this out as a power jam for the Reservoir Dolls. Nice offense by Mad Smacks to get this pack going. And that's going to be 5 more points for the Reservoir Dolls. Pomegranate taking her time. She's going to hit that pack. Only 3 blockers out there. Slow moving pack. Humboldt with a front wall, trying to slow that down even more. Pomegranate up the inside. Malice in Chains, great awareness there. Her teammate actually told her to come back on the track at the same time as the skater going back to pull the cut. She picks up her feet and re-enters legally. Really smart jamming by Malice in Chains. Nice job by Mad Smacks to pull that cut. Finally, vindication. Pomegranate gets an easy pass around the outside. Nice last-ditch effort. Looks like there may be a toe stop on the track.
Uh-oh. It's not where that goes.
Well, I can't skate without toe stops. Nice defense with the force out on Pomegranate, preventing further damage. To start out this next jam, Malice in Chains, she's standing in the penalty box, which means she has 10 seconds or less. And Lil Boomerang takes the star for the Reservoir Dolls.
Wait, which one's Boom? I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I got it.
All right, Boomerang plows her way through. Lead jammer, Reservoir Dolls.
This is to help with the other track. Huh? This is to help with the noise from the other track. Yeah.
All right, 5 points for the Reservoir Dolls. Malice in Chains again gets recycled to the rear of that pack. They just have her number today. Boomerang finds the inside line with great footwork. 5 more points for the Reservoir Dolls. We got another illegal procedure for a panty pass here. Retaining the jammer cover to be eligible jammer. Well, they'll need to talk about that one at the half. We got a little under 3 minutes left. Still, Humboldt Saplings at 40 points. They had a little bit of a 25-point run for a moment there. Seem to be under control right now by the Reservoir Dolls. Reservoir Dolls are looking deep. Lots of blocker jammer combo skaters.
We've got Tipsy Terror wearing the star for the Reservoir Dolls for the first time. Up against Slam Shady.
Slam Shady takes a spill around the outside. She's recycled to the pack. She's got her eye on Emerald's jammer. She works her way up the inside line. Again, nice slow-moving pack. A lot of chatter around there. Oh, a nice force out. Humboldt's slammer head shark all around skater gets a beautiful force out. And again, Humboldt with a beautiful force back. Predatory is there, full 20 feet back. Great teamwork by Slam Shady, slammer head shark, Squirrel Stalker, and Predatory on this jam.
Oh, and Predatory does get that cut from Tipsy Terror.
And we have a power jam for the Humboldt Redwood Saplings.
Let's hear it, Humboldt.
All right, 5 points. That's Stardust again on another scoring pass here. Oh, a couple more to beat. Great recycling by Emerald City around the outside. Here comes a big hit, but her feet go out of bounds. She is able to return to the track. No pass, no penalty. 5 more points for the Humboldt Saplings. She's taking a look at the jam clock there. Re-entry by Tipsy Terror of the Emerald City Junior Gems. Oh, wow, great force out again. Definitely a breakthrough defensive jam for the Humboldt Redwood Saplings. they keep up this kind of teamwork, that we're going to see a different game in the second half. Seconds remaining in this half. Not sure we'll get another jam this period.
And it does look like Slammerhead Shark is going to the box for an illegal procedure at the end of that jam.
And we do have a timeout called, I believe, right before the beginning of halftime. Of course, if the period clock had completely expired before that timeout would call, they wouldn't be able to, but it looks like they got it in just in time.
They had 1 second to go. That's enough. I like it.
Calling the timeout gives them another opportunity, put some points on the board. Unfortunately, I do believe this is a power jam in Emerald City's favor.
I'd like to take this minute to give a shout out to Aaron's, not the people that have my name, but the people who have lent us the awesome TV over there in the atrium. It's pretty rad. Say you want to go and get yourself a coffee and you want to see what's going on in track 1, you can do that thanks to Aaron's. Put a mark on that shit. Stuff.
Okay, both jammers on the track. Humboldt Slam Shady going up against Gory Hallelujah for the Reservoir Dolls. Takes a little bit of a spill, coming up the inside line. Nice blocking. Still pushing forward. Very aggressive jamming and nice hit there. That was Bomba Granite with the jammer takeout. Lead jammer going to Gory Hallelujah. Having escaped Bomba Granite's wrath, Humboldt Slam Shady is out and ready to begin his scoring pass. Gory Hallelujah now in the pack.
And everybody comes out of the penalty box all at once.
High block called. She takes that high block like a champ, puts up the points. That looks like it hurt. All right, and that is going to take us into halftime. Humboldt Saplings pumping it up to 55. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the exciting conclusion of Humboldt Saplings versus the Emerald City Junior Gems. I'm gonna go find out what all those illegal procedures were. Bullet brains, we are back.
Yep, and as the skaters are getting ready to do a little bit of a gear check for the second half, I hear that you got some lowdown on what happened with the confusing penalties last half.
Yeah, I got some clarification on those penalties that were rewarded, not much of a reward, for those helmet cover passes. The first one with the confusion of the jammer and the pivot, it was an illegal helmet pass that required the jammer to go to the box, and the pivot, who had begun skating around the track with the helmet cover, received a failure to reform penalty because she needed to immediately return to the pack. And then the second time that this penalty confusion happened, the Humboldt pivot removed the helmet cover from the jammer's head, which is an illegal initiation. The jammer must physically remove the helmet cover herself and hand it to the pivot. So great clarification from the refs. They're on top of it. The way they explained it was very methodical. So great officiating. Thank you, refs. They're, of course, volunteers. There are over 112 officials at this tournament here for the love of the game.
Are there any fans of the officials in the crowd?
Woo! Yay. Yeah, they're pretty cool, I guess.
kind of like that rule where people can't just grab the peony off your head.
I have that happen to me quite a bit, so it's a good rule. People are always removing panties from my head.
Or maybe it's a good thing in that.
All right, getting ready to start this second half of play. 5 seconds until we begin. 55 points on the board for the Saplings. More than that for the Emerald City Junior Gems. Let's see what we can do. Wearing the star for Emerald City, number 00, Death Wish, going up against Humboldt Slam Shady.
Chicka chicka slam shady.
Chicka chicka, not lead jammer this time, but
Nope.
Death Wish going around lead jammer for Emerald City. Reservoir Dolls doing a great job recycling to the front of the pack. Using the backward skater as a kickstand, it's really a great way to slow down that wall. Deathwish pushes forward. Just out of play, they have to let her go, but that was some awesome blocking. I think my favorite skater, Slammer Head Shark, coolest name, and she's so active and agile. She's able to block, she's able to jam. And we have a helmet cover pass yet again. This one looks like it should be good.
They did have a little bit of trouble with the helmet panty falling to the ground, but the correct person, the jammer, picked it back up and handed it again to the pivot. Slammer Head Shark making her way out of the pack.
And she escapes the wrath of Mad Smacks, who does get an out-of-play penalty. She is past the line of return, so she will have to take a lap and return to the penalty box. Slammer Head Shark ready to begin a point-scoring pass, but Speedy Peaches is there, as well as Mally Boomer and the real Slam Shady. Beautiful blocking. That's number 272, Natural Disaster, all-around skater for the Redwood Saplings. 5 points for Death Wish. And that's Slammer Head Shark putting 4 up on the board for Humboldt. That gem gets called. Three more points for Death Wish. Humboldt Saplings now up to 59 points.
Number 86, Predatory, taking the star for Humboldt against Misfit, number 84.
Does anyone here wish Junior Roller Derby existed when you were a child? Right? My life would have been different. You know, the children are the future.
We've got only 2 blockers on the track there for the Reservoir Dolls. A full pack for Humboldt.
Big hit on number 86, Predatory, but she shakes it off and says it's no big deal. Going in a little boomerang around the outside. She is through. Now on her first scoring pass. Reservoir Dolls pushing up the inside. Little boomerang there. Mad Smacks takes that inside line. Nice blocking by the Redwood Saplings. They pick up 2 points to match the 2 points put up by Emerald City. Passing that 60-point mark, 61 points now for the Redwood Saplings. Redwood Saplings.
Oh, that penalty box looks mighty empty. Looks like we'll actually have a full jam here as Be Crazy and Sour Skittles go up against each other again.
All right, lead jammer goes to the Redwood Saplings. That's number 131, Be Crazy, having a heck of a game. All right, trying to call off that jam. She does not hear that from her coach. That's a hard call. They get 3 points for Humboldt. 4 points snuck in there by Sour Skittles. All right, start off this jam. That's number 33, the real Slam Shady.
Ticka ticka slam shady.
Chicka chicka going up against 777, Blood Red Roses.
I thought I was losing my mind, Melons. Each team has one.
That's why I say real Slam Shady on Emerald, and then I say Humboldt's Slam Shady for Redwood. So yeah, welcome to roller derby.
I love it.
They get forced out by Speedy. Peach is there on the outside. Blood Red Rose having to re-enter, and we have a back block call assessed on Slam Shady. This is a power jam for the Redwood Saplings. Oh, we're gonna have a fun game of spinning the jammer around. Blood Red Rose is now in the penalty box. Slam Shady will then exit the penalty box. Blood Red Roses will only have to serve the same amount of time in the penalty box as Slam Shady. And both jammers are out. This will be a full 2-minute jam. The lead jammer loses their ability to call off the jam, their lead jammer status, if they go to the penalty box. Up the inside, takes a bit of a spill and very conservatively re-entering the pack. Blood Red Roses up on the outside there, pile up on turn 4. Great awareness by Natural Disaster, forcing Slam Shady to recycle. And a low block call gonna be assessed. She didn't mean to do it, but that's what happens.
And that's 5 points for the Reservoir Dolls.
Blood Red Roses re-entering that track. Slam Shady pushing through. Lots of action on the other side of the track where you can see it and I cannot. If someone could grab a microphone and tell me what's going on, that would be great. Oh, good. That concludes that jam. And we'll get reset. That's 3 more points for Emerald City. Oh, no. Unfortunately, there was a cut track penalty assessed on my favorite little jammer, number 777, Blood Red Rose. Reservoir Dolls will start out with a power jam. But I've been pretty impressed with the Saplings defense. Last power jam, they were able to knock down at least 20 seconds. A little confusion on how many skaters they could have on the track, but solid re-entry there by Heartbreaker. Nope, she does have to return to the bench. Too many skaters on the track.
Maximum Chaos making it on the outside there for 5 easy points. Well, they weren't easy, but she did sneak on by without getting brought back to the back there.
Very similar offensive style to the Emerald City Schizophrenics, the adult all-star team. Could it be because their coach is also on the Schizophrenics? Could be. Trying to do again a helmet pass. They do it. Again, that's number 21, Zombie Stardust, taking the helmet cover.
And Maximum Chaos makes another 5 points. Any Reservoir Doll fans?
Unfortunately, a cut track penalty being called. So this is a power jam for the Redwood Sapling, Zombie Stardust. With an offensive opportunity here. Just got to push forward. It looks like it would be easy. No, it doesn't. It's not. Wow, strong blocking by Mally Boomer, but she does get the clockwise blocking penalty. If you hit somebody in the clockwise direction and it changes their trajectory or knocks them down, that will get you 30 seconds in the penalty box. Pushing up again on the inside line. Fantastic footwork by Zombie Stardust. That's 5 points for the Redwood Saplings. Oh no! We got, that's Maximum Chaos going to the penalty box for a very last second track cut. So to start this jam off, Predatory's taking the star for the Redwood Saplings. Power jam. About 20 minutes remaining in this game. Humboldt Saplings almost doubling their score from the first half with still 20 minutes to play. So really, in 10 minutes of the second half, already outperforming their first half play.
Predatory taking some big, loud steps out there.
There
Making
she
her way
goes.
right through.
Really aggressive. Look how low she is. Really aggressive style by Predatory.
Oh, she is fun to watch. Scrapping her way through for 5 points.
So I actually found out from her early game, this is Predatory's 5th year skating. So if it looks like she's really good, it's because she is. She's been skating as long as I have. 5 more points, piling them up all the way up to 86 points now. Tries to jump that apex, doesn't quite make it. And calls off that jam with 4 more points for the Redwood Saplings. What a fantastic jam. That's the most points they've put up on the board, so give it up for the Redwood Saplings. .91 points now for Humboldt. And they are at a pack advantage. 4-2 pack advantage for Humboldt. Gory Gory Hallelujah jamming for the Res Dolls. Be Crazy pushing forward. Speedy Peaches tries to push her out. Gory Gory is the lead jammer, but Be Crazy hot on her heels as they come around for their first scoring pass. Jammer against 4-wall, jammer against 4-wall.
That is a rough pack to be a jammer in.
Oh, definitely. 1-on-4 is not an easy feat. Redwood doing a great job of recycling to the front of the pack. They bridge forward, but it's not enough 4 points. But Humboldt putting up 3 of their own. Nice job, Be Crazy. Bringing it up to 94 points, getting close to breaking that century mark. With almost 18 minutes left to play, we might have a game on our hands here, Bullet.
Those Redwoods are definitely, the Saplings are on a march towards changing that momentum in their favor.
Anarchy trying to take that outside line, takes a little bit of a spill, re-enters legally. And that's Little Boomerang. I know she's hard to see, but she's number 6.15, and she's the lead jammer.
She was complaining about her glasses getting broken in the first half, but I think she can see her way through the pack pretty well as she picks up 5 points.
The important thing is to see the black blurry things and the white blurry things. All right. Calls that one off. Have about 17 minutes left in this game. Again, the Emerald City Roller Girls coach is just screaming at their girls, gosh, I love you so much. It's just, they're so hard on them. They're very strict over in the Emerald City. I love you back.
All right, 86 Predatory working her way the back of that pack again.
Whoa, 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 pile up after pile up. We have a power jam. A back block was assessed on Mally Boomer. So we have lead jammer going to Predatory. And a power jam for Humboldt Roller Derby's Redwood Saplings. And there she goes, 5 points. And they break this, almost breaking the century mark, 99 points. So close. Oh, nice effort.
There they go.
There they go, 104 points for Humboldt Roller Derby.
We've got number 101 doing some offense there as Predatory comes through, but she is making her way to the box.
Predatory's got the speed, she's got the strength, all around skater there. And they pull the cut track penalty, and they're really happy about it. Great opportunity. Predatory is the person I would give that helmet panty to. Of course, she can hand it to anyone. They're so good at those helmet passes. Their bench is deep. Pushing forward, nice offense. Or defense, maximum chaos given and everything she could. A hard-fought 5 points for Predatory and the Redwood Saplings. She says, I'm tired. Here, take this. Your turn to score some points. That's, I'm sure, how she sounds.
Exactly like that. And number
5
272,
points.
Natural Disaster, said yes, please.
And Molly Boomer back on the track, now finally able to complete her initial pass. Oh, we got a high block being assessed on, oh, it was on Misfit. All right. 5 more points for Humboldt. I don't know if I'm good at math, but that might have been a 28-point jam. That was definitely the highest scoring jam of the night.
We've got Humboldt Slam Shady going up against Death Wish for Emerald City.
That sounds like a rap song. Slam Shady and Death Wish. Chicka chicka what? I am not a rapper. I'll be quiet. Lead jammer going to Death Wish for Emerald City. Speedy Peaches out of play, does let her go. Slam Shady now ready to begin her scoring pass. Death Wish makes her way around. Oh no, she's going to the penalty box for a forearm and or elbow penalty.
Humboldt's getting a lot of opportunities here to catch up on the score.
And this is what you call momentum. Games are won and lost on this. Emerald City, sure, they have, almost a 100-point lead at this point, but with 13 minutes left, if they continue playing like this and Emerald keeps going to the box, anything can happen. Slam Shady wisely listening to her team to re-enter all the way to the back of the pack so as not to earn that cut track penalty. She's working her way up the inside. Speedy Peaches is there. Mad Smacks is there for a beautiful bridge. That's 4 points for Death Wish of Emerald City. A helmet pass goes around, and Jammer, of course, can hit the other Jammer at any point on the track. Ideally, she would have hit that Jammer out, and the blockers would have been able to absorb her and eat the baby, as it were, but that was a little far out of play.
The Slammerhead Shark taking the star again.
And
Getting
4 more points awarded to Redwood Sapling, Slammerhead Shark, who took that helmet cover. $138 points. Now, at the end of the first half, Humboldt only had 50 points on the board. We still have 11 and a half minutes remaining, and they're at 138 points now. Emerald Slam Shady now takes the star. And she's going up against the one and only Malice in Chains.
This bout has taught me that if your name is Slam Shady,
You're
you
good
like
at roller
jamming
derby?
and it's fun.
Yeah. So I'll change my name to Slam Shady and I'll be a good jammer? Boomerang recycling her to the back of the pack. And Natural Disaster with a textbook force out. Slam Shady having to re-enter the track here. Bomba Granite and Mad Smacks all over her in the front of the pack. Madison Chain's taking another hit after another hit.
Natural Disaster
So resilient, trying to find the inside, but Pomegranate pushes her out of bounds. Does get a forearm penalty in the course of doing so, but it was effective.
Natural Disaster keeping Slam Shady back there. She
Yeah.
really is a force to be reckoned with.
Real utility player. Again
Like
with the
a
helmet
hurricane.
pass. Humboldt pretty much defaulting. If they don't get lead jammer and the Emerald jammer has a scoring pass, they're just going to get rid of it. And there she goes. Natural Disaster now ready to score her points. She's completed her initial pass. And Malice picks up her 4 points and calls it off.
I am so impressed. I love sitting next to the benches and hearing them cheer on their teammates. Humboldt's doing a great job of being some of the best fans here. Although
And it looks like they spilled some water, so the best thing to do when there's spilled water near roller skates is sit on it and rub your butt around until it's safe. Good job. Lead jammer going to Humboldt Roller Derby. After a foot chase, Predatory calls off that jam. Nice work.
9 minutes left. We've got Blood Red Roses, number 777, taking the line again for Humboldt against 84 Misfit. How many people are in the box, Melons?
Oh, one for each team.
Well, at least that's fair, huh?
No, two for, wait.
Yeah,
I
no one
can't
for
tell.
each.
I can't see. Yeah, you're right. I'm
3
right.
on 3 in the pack.
Blood Red Roses taking the inside line. Misfit trying to push her away on the outside. Humboldt doing a great job of stopping that tank, but Misfit finds an inside line. She makes it around and is awarded the lead jammer status. Blood Red Roses just barely not making that step around the inside line, conservatively re-entering the track, which is really good. If Humboldt can stay on the track, no more power jams, then they're going to come a lot closer to this game than the score currently stands. So that's great.
Misfit's getting a lot of hard blocks on her, getting knocked to the inside. She's brought all the way to the back of the pack there.
It's a hard-hitting jam. Misfit pushing her way through, taking a few blockers out on the way just for funsies.
Do we got any home team fans out there? Let's hear it for the Reservoir Dolls. A hop, skip, and a jump. Misfit makes her way right through that pack. She hopped over there on the apex.
Did she hop over the apex like it was no big deal? I think she did. Another beautiful takeout by Speedy Peaches. And Misfit again pushes forward for 5 more points for the Reservoir Dolls.
Meanwhile, it looks like we had another star pass, and Slammerhead Shark has that jammer panty on again.
And Misfit makes it through for 5 more points. I don't know if it is a coincidence or it's planned, but every time the Humboldt coach takes her hat off, they do a helmet pass. Do you think that's planned? Or is she just hot and waving?
I heard there's no such thing as coincidences.
Misfit again through for 5 more points for the Reservoir Dolls. And Slammerhead Shark not able to put much more up there, but nice effort. And we have a team timeout for Humboldt. We'd like to thank Blair Alley for bringing the after party to the Whitaker on Sunday nights. Blair Alley, where you can drink and play video games, perfect for the antisocial after party. See you there. And I'd like to congratulate the city of Eugene for having themselves a Sizzle Pie, a new addition to the revitalized downtown. I'm a big Sizzle Pie fan. I wear their t-shirts more than I'd like to admit. Sizzle Pie at the corner of Broadway and Willamette. Death to false pizza.
I actually call that corner Little Portland.
Oh, that's, yeah, because
'Cause
sizzle
we've got
pie
voodoo
and then the voodoo
donut.
donuts.
Yeah. There's a bar too.
Sorry, do that again? Hey, where'd you guys learn that? There's another crazy chick with a neon hat here? I don't know her. All right. Stepping up to the line, number 76, Mally Boomer, up against 86, Predatory. Predatory, you so fancy. Yeah, girl, get it. We have thumbs up from officials. I assume that's a good thing. We're going to get ready to play some roller derby here. Again, you know, Emerald City obviously dominating in this bout. Everybody's having a great time, though. And regardless of the outcome of the score, the Humboldt Saplings have not only doubled their score since the first half, they've tripled their score since the first half. And that's a victory in and of itself. If you can learn from every jam, you're a winner in my book. Clear penalty box. 5-on-5 the way it was intended by Quad Almighty. Another force out, Mally Boomer. Around the outside, lead jammer going to the one and only Predatory. But Mally Boomer comes around. Forearm assessed on Mally Boomer. This is going to be a power jam for Predatory, who's got the footwork of like forecloser of Sacred. She's amazing. How old is Predatory? Anybody? I fear for the future of roller derby people who have to play against her. Pushing up against a four wall, not getting much help from Humboldt. She does get recycled. Not much of a run back though. She's gonna go around for another try, pick up as many points as she can. Up the inside and tripping. Good call. That was amazing instinct. She was about to re-enter the track, both skates, and couldn't control it, so she just fell to her knees before she illegally entered the track. And that is some muscle memory and instinct.
And you can see her team in the back there keeping Emerald City from going back and bringing her even further back in the pack. I love that.
I thought they were doing power poses.
That too. They looked real fancy doing it, but it was super effective in keeping her from going all the way back. And another panty pass.
Oh my gosh, so unexpected. Natural Disaster gets the helmet cover. 5 more points. 148 now on the board for Humboldt. And there she goes, 5 more points for Natural Disaster, playing the role of both pivot and jammer.
She's not in the box anymore. She's in the stands.
Man, that's that. Fantastic jam for the Redwood Saplings. Bringing it up to 158 points. Mally Boomer, unfortunately, fouling out of this game. So Emerald City will be without one of their top skaters for the remaining, 4 minutes of this game. You guys have tripled your score. Because you're awesome. Yeah. And once again, don't forget to purchase your raffle tickets and your shout-outs. Only $1 each. If you go to the Thrive vendor booth, you can purchase your shout-outs and have an announcer say just about anything you want within moral and ethical bounds. And raffle tickets will earn you really cool prizes and go to a great cause.
Did you know that they've got MVP passes to RollerCon there in the raffle prizes?
Oh my God, awesome. RollerCon's so cool. All right, number 131, Be Crazy, taking the line for the Redwood Saplings. Going up against somebody with long hair. It's actually Death Wish. Death Wish just slices her way through. She's the lead jammer for the Emerald City. Be Crazy working right here on the outside. Couple more blockers. She does get forced out. You can see better than I.
And Peaches takes her all the way back. That's kind of her favorite thing lately.
She's so good at that stuff. She plays roller derby good. Still pushing through. Be Crazy completes her initial pass. Her teammates really appreciate that. Now on a scoring pass. Death Wish choosing not to call off the jam quite yet with a little bit over 3 minutes remaining. Both teams just wanting to pump up their score and play as much roller derby as possible. Speedy Peaches, some fantastic backwards blocking, lateral movements. She is through. 4 points apiece. 5 points for Emerald City.
Zombie Stardust on the line for the Saplings against Sour Skittles for the Reservoir Dolls.
Sour Skittles.
And I can hear her whole family cheering. I love that.
Why is her name Sour Skittles? Does she like Sour Skittles? Okay. Yeah, go Redwood. All right. Zombie Stardust pushing her way up the middle, but first one out. That's number 19, Sour Skittles for Emerald City.
Zombie Stardust making her way around. 4 points for Sour Skittles.
Unfortunately, we got a penalty call. Looks like a low block being assessed on Zombie Stardust. This will be a power jam for Emerald City. 4 points on that pass for Sour Skittles.
Oh,
5 points.
five.
There it is. Casa Dilemma holding down that pack inside line. Sour Skittles finds the outside though, makes her way around Natural Disaster. That's 5 more points for Emerald City. Humboldt doing what their fans have asked of them, staying together, but they are almost pushed out of play. There's no pack. Didn't quite make the bridge. She is going to be through for 5 more points. Really a heartbreaking, another back block penalty being assessed to Humboldt. Zombie Stardust having to take off her helmet cover. Looks like she will be fouling out of this game. So both teams losing one of their top jammers. Because she fouled out, has to leave her helmet cover on the bench. Another person will have to sit there for her wearing the star to serve the remainder of her 30-second penalty.
It's only 30 seconds. It goes pretty quick.
The time, it is a ticking. 32 seconds remain in this bout. The story of the game, of course, Emerald City Junior Gems dominating, but the Humboldt Saplings having a heck of a second half here.
This looks like it could very well be the last jam.
Again, I had requests from Humboldt skaters to give shout outs to Cinnamon Roll, who broke her leg just this week at practice, as well as Snap Crackle Popper, who couldn't play because she had a concussion. So much love from the Humboldt family to Snap Crackle Popper and Cinnamon Roll. That ferocious noise coming from track 2 looks like it's the Arizona Tent City team, so that might be a great game to watch. Lots of energy coming from track 2. And I'm wearing earplugs and I can hear that.
think they're recording a whole album over there. It just keeps going. That looks like so much fun. All right, and everybody is facing this way on the
all
track.
backwards jam? Are we having an all backwards jam? We're having an all backwards jam. Thumbs up, everybody. This is going to be good. What could go wrong?
Nothing could possibly go wrong. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, it's Speedy
Peaches
is gonna
takes the
jam.
star. And one of my favorite part is that Boomerang threw off the pivot cover, so Speedy Peaches cannot hand the jammer hat to anybody else. And Speedy Peaches jamming only backwards, spins around. Can she do it? Okay, she skates forward for a minute. It's okay, I'll allow it. Predatory now on the track.
Coming backwards.
Oh my God, this is the best jam I've ever seen. Steps out of bounds just about, oh! Slips through, she's up on her feet. We got a multiplayer penalty assessed on the Humboldt. Speedy Peaches is through.
Predatory,
Predatory.
right on her front. It's not on her back.
Oh yeah, Predatory is on her front, not her back.
Ooh.
You got it, Predatory. There you go. Use your butt like a rudder. There you go. Hey, let's hear it for Junior Roller Derby. And that's the game. I announced the winners of Emerald City and Humboldt. Congratulations. All right, Humboldt not quite taking the victory in the statistics, but everyone's a winner on the track today. Thank you, Humboldt fans, for bringing it. Thank you for coming to the Big O. Congratulations to the hometown team, the Emerald City Junior Dreams, Reservoir Dolls, and the best second half of Derby I've seen ever, Humboldt Saplings. Congratulations.